Mr. President, it is with a heavy heart that my office is saying goodbye to my very first Coast Guard fellow, recently promoted, actually promoted yesterday, to Lieutenant Commander Thomas Mansour. Thomas happens to be sitting right next to me here on the Senate floor. Tom is from Montgomery County, Maryland, graduated from Eckerd College in St. Petersburg, Florida, and we were lucky to have him join my office as a Coast Guard fellow for the last 2 years, and he has done great work. I'm going to brag about him a little bit here on the floor, probably embarrass him. Among other things, he was instrumental in the 2018 Coast Guard Authorization Act. That is a subcommittee that I chair on the Commerce Committee that's in charge of the Coast Guard, so we were the ones drafting that. That had many provisions in it for the whole Coast Guard, certainly many for Alaska and other parts of the country. He also brought his expertise to the 2017 and 2018 Homeland Security budgets. His efforts helped secure landmark appropriations for the first polar security cutter, icebreaker, for the Coast Guard, first one in 40 years, and for critical infrastructure projects for the Coast Guard around Alaska and around the rest of the country. But, Mr. President, probably his signature initiative and very, very hard work was on a bill that we affectionately know in my office as the Save Our Seas Act. Both the first one, which I work closely on, our offices work closely on with Senator Whitehouse from Rhode Island, and was signed by the President last fall to much fanfare in the Oval Office, and our Save Our Seas Act 2.0, which Senator Whitehouse and Senator Menendez and I rolled out in a press conference just this morning. SOS 2.0, as we call it, is an innovative piece of legislation that really sets us on a promising path as a nation to tackle the serious problem of plastics, ocean debris, and trash entering our oceans that harm fisheries, marine life, and possibly human life. And this litter ends up on the shores of Alaska, all around America, and threatens the livelihoods of coastal communities throughout America. Tom did yeoman's work to ensure that we introduced in the Senate today a comprehensive, substantive bill that all stakeholders, Democrats, Republicans, the Trump administration, environmental groups, industry, are all working together on. Literally, all the key stakeholders on this critical issue pulling on the same oar. He did incredible work on this bill. He's a great team player, someone I am proud of, and we're going to miss. Tom's getting married this summer to his fiancée, Meg. They'll be entering a whole new chapter in their lives. It'll be an exciting one, I'm sure. We wish them all the best, and I can't thank Tom enough for all the work he's done for my state, for our country, and I ask that all my colleagues in the Senate recognize the great work that he did, and just here on the spot, I might make him even an honorary Alaskan of the Week for the great job he's done. So, Mr. President, thank you for the opportunity to say a few words about Tom. I yield the floor.